Good morning, everyone. Welcome once again to Ellington Studies. Today, we're going to continue our book reading, and we're still looking at The Strategy Focused Organization by Robert S. Kaplan and Larry P. Norton. And today, we're going to be looking at strategy consists of complementary strategy terms. In our experience, executives almost always separate their strategy into several focus terms. For example, an insurance company built its strategy around three strategic terms. 1. Improve operating efficiency. 2. Grow profitability premium in core segments. 3. Develop a new feed-based solution business. The firm defined our terms as 1. Improve operating margins by re-engineering supply chain processes. 2. Reduce the cost of capital employed. 3. Increase sales through improved retail channels alliance. 4. Improve sales by using farmers with new agronomic practices. These focus terms allow the organization to deal with the conflicting priorities of long-term versus short-term or growth versus profitability. In general, strategic terms reflect what the management team believes must be done to succeed. The terms do not reflect financial outcomes such as improved shareholders' value or consumers' outcomes such as higher consumers' retention and higher market shares. The strategy terms reflect the executive's view of what must be done internally to achieve strategic outcomes. As such, the terms typically relate to internal business processes. Strategic terms provide a way to segment the strategy into several general categories. 1. Build a franchise, which talks about the long wave of value creation, developing new products and services, and penetrating new markets and consumers segment. 2. Increase consumers value, which talks about to expand, deepen, or redefine relationship with existing consumers. For instance, cross-sell services become trusted advisors and consultants, transform unprofitability to profitability and unprofitable consumers through multiple sales cycle. 3. Achieve operational excellence, which talks about the short waves of value creation through internal productivities management and supply chain management that enables organizations to provide efficient, zero defect, and timely production and delivery of existing products and services to consumers. Also, the management of assets, utilization, and resources of capacity. 4. Build a good corporate citizen. It talks about to manage relationship with internal and external legitimate stakeholders, especially in the industries subject to regulation, e.g., utilities, healthcare, broadcasting, telecommunication, or safety and environmental risks, e.g., petrochemicals, as seen in diagram here. And this is the diagram. Okay, I'm just going to break down the diagram. The first stage is talking about the financial, second, consumers, third, internal process, fourth, learning and growth, which is also broken down into to build a franchise, increase consumers' value, achieve operational excellence, be a good corporate citizen. And okay, these are also diagrams for which the other segments are being broken down into, as we discussed earlier. The strategy term defines long term, build a franchise, mid term, increase consumers' value, and short term, operational excellence. Value propositions for targeted consumers, balanced scorecard strategy mapped portray the cause and effect relationship of how the strategic terms derive improve consumers' financial outcomes. So this is just trying to talk about how you're to break down each of your operational terms into um, a more realizable friction. As you can see, Through the diagram, you can see that they broke down their operation into four different segments: financial, consumers, internal processes, learning and growth. And it also talks about how we have different missions. The organization must have its own mission, has its own strategy, has its own goals. This organization is talking about how they want to improve their operating efficiency, grow their profitability, develop a new feedback base. And the other ones are talking about to build a franchise, increase consumers' value, achieve operational excellence, be a good corporate citizen. You have to actually sit down to break down this operation into segments so that it will be achievable, it will be realizable, it will be easy to understand, it will be easy to realize over time. The problem with most organizations right now is that they just do things the way they feel. They don't actually break it down. They don't actually make it realizable, make it understandable, and make it clear. The truth is that in every organization, your consumers matters. Your internal process must be in check. That's your employees, your executives. They must be in check. They must be in to know, and you have to also consider your financial aspect. Are we making profit? Are we not making profit? How are we achieving this? How are we achieving that? And your consumers must be in check. You have to build their trust. You have to build the relationship of both existing and new consumers to be able to achieve any goal set by your organization. So we're going to stop here today. We're going to continue same time on analysis studies. To have a nice day. Thank you.